What's going on, guys? Antonio here. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up for me. Let's get into it. All right, so there are reports that Echo, the upcoming Disney Plus series, is kind of in that Batgirl realm where it's pretty bad. There's an article on TechWire and a couple other places where they were hoping that the show would be sustainable and they'd be able to do like they do with all the other Disney shows and release one episode a week and then come back week after week, and build it. But it was so bad that they had talks about either just shelving it completely like Batgirl or which it sounds like this is what they're going to do. They're just going to put it all out. They're not gonna put out an episode a week. They're gonna put out every single episode right now. I think it's dropping in September, they'll just let it. They'll let it be judged for what it is. So I am curious because I was a little. Echo's a cool character in the comics. I was a little surprised by the actress they picked. Yes, she's Native American, but it kind of her similarities with Echo kind of ended there. And I mean, obviously she's a hearing impaired actress as well, which obviously Echo. So it's like, okay, she's Native, check. She's hearing impaired, check. But like Echo's a beautiful woman, and then they made a point of speaking on the fact that the actress that they chose is disabled. He was like, oh, she's got a prosthetic leg. Echo in the comics obviously does not have a prosthetic leg, and she's pretty attractive. I know that's you're not supposed to say, oh, she's not quite as attractive as, but comics are fantasy, television, movies are fantasy. So that's why when you watch these television shows, all the women are just gorgeous. All the men are gorgeous. Hollywood actors don't look like normal people that you see at the damn buffet. When you go out to eat at a restaurant or something, you go out to the Golden Corral and you see the buffet line. Those people in the line don't look like the people. They don't look like Tom Cruise. I mean, Tom Cruise is in his 60s and he still looks. Look at how that man looks. Look how Brad Pitt looks. Brad Pitt's almost 60 years old. And, Pierce Brosnan is an older actor, and these guys maintain, these guys, they keep the hair crisp and everything. And it's just, if they need to get a little, injection or a little nip and tuck, they handle that, all that. I thought the chick that they hired to play Echo was kind of a regular looking broad. And I know that's in this modern day, you're not supposed to say that or anything, but I was like, remember any of you guys that used to read like Wizard magazine like 25 years ago? And I used to read She, which shout out to Billy Tucci. He's always been really nice to me. Privileged. When I look on my Facebook and we're friends on Facebook and stuff, and I was like, Billy Tucci, I've done a couple streams with him and whatnot. Billy Tucci is always a really nice guy, but he created She. And at the time that She was out in the comics, they were like, oh, it's the bad girl era. You had She, you had Lady Death, you had all those sexy X-Men characters like Psylocke and Storm and Rogue and Jean Grey. And they were all these women were like kind of, they were fighting crime in a thong, that kind of era. So she kind of, some women creators were saying, why do they just, use sexuality to sell these books or whatever? And I'm like, ugh. Most of the people that buy comics are men, and especially then they were either like young teens or they were like in their early 20s. And I'm like, I'm still reading comics and I'm almost 50 now. So it's still a very highly, it was like over 70% of comic consumers are men, so they draw the sexy women. Just like that, there's a reason Sports Illustrated was doing that swimsuit issue, because that was their highest selling issue, because they had these girls real scantily dressed, and the guys would buy it like it was nothing. You know, it was like, wow, the Sports Illustrated, and they're still doing the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue because it's still every year their highest selling issue. But now, when you watch it, there's like, what was a couple years ago? They made a lot of news because they put a trans woman. They was like, oh, let's put a trans woman on the Sports Illustrated cover. You know, that's what I'm talking about. That's kind of defeats the purpose of what, you know. Yeah, it got some headlines, but I know people like myself who have supported Sports Illustrated. I was like, yeah, okay, I'm done. I'm out. I was like, okay, y'all trying to do something else. And yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But that's what I'm saying. Like, they just picked a regular chick with a prosthetic leg, and they're like, oh, this is Echo, who is an incredibly hot, smoking hot chick. Her, Typhoid Mary, and a couple of the, Elektra, a couple of the women that Daredevil deal with, just like all the chicks Peter Parker deals with in the comics. They're all hot chicks. So you can't be like, oh, let's just get like a regular chick, and then, you know, she's this superhero chick. And I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that. Anyway, they filmed it. It's in the can. Apparently, it's not very good. So, are you planning on watching Echo? Are you surprised to hear that they're going to just put every single episode out instead of doing one episode a week? Get in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. I'm out. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and please check out my podcast at anchor.fm/Ikari Press, or just type in Ikari Press on your favorite streaming platform today.